How you doing? If you are new here, I'm Nicol Concilio, and welcome to the video. My hair looks a little grungy, as always. Second day hair never looks better than first day hair. So today's video, I am going to be doing a first impressions makeup tutorial. It has been a minute since I've done one of those on my channel, and I'm excited. There's a bunch of new products I have laid out for y'all to try today. But before I get into that, I just want to tell you some really exciting news from Ulta. So most of you probably know about the ultimate rewards at Ulta Beauty, you know, where you buy products and it adds up to points, and then you can redeem those points for dollars off. It's like a really amazing program. I think it's one of the best points program out there. There are amazing perks when you reach the platinum level, which is $450 in 1 calendar year spent, which is like 1 day for me spent in Ulta, like no joke. And now, are you ready? There's a new diamond status above platinum that gives you even more points on purchases and special diamond exclusives. Anyone can join these rewards. You can go and sign up right now and start earning points on any products that you guys like. And sometimes Ulta Beauty even offers bonus points on certain products or brands, so everything really adds up quickly there with the point system. And when you sign up for the email, make sure you give your birthday, because you guys get special presents on your birthday and double points in your birthday month. So in order to reach the new diamond status, all you have to do is spend $1,200 in 1 calendar year, which honestly, I know this is so crazy, but like, y'all should see my credit card bill. It doesn't take that much to add up to makeup, honestly. It's so crazy when you think about it. And when you earn the special diamond status, you get a little welcome gift and a $25 gift card to use for beauty services. You can use it for brow services. You can use it for skincare, hair, and you even get a surprise product to try. So there's a lot of really cool things going on. And Ulta and I have teamed up together to do a giveaway in honor of the new diamond status. So make sure you check my Instagram on January 16th for all of the details on how to enter that. And I did just want to say this portion of my video is sponsored by Ulta, and I'm really, really excited because I love Ulta. It's amazing being able to work with them. But I do just want to say Ulta is not sponsoring the part of the products. I will tell you all of the tea and all of the details on the products. If I don't like something, I will tell you. I just wanted to share the awesome diamond status with you guys, and Ulta picked me to do so, and I'm so excited. So thank you guys, and thank you Ulta for partnering with me. All right, everyone, I kind of rambled your ears off, so let me go and get started into this video. So the first product I want to start off with is a primer. I'm actually really excited about this. This is the Benefit Professional Pearl Primer. This is what it looks like. Ooh, it's kind of hard to see with the lighting, but you guys kind of get a little gist of it. It's like a spin-off of the OG Professional, but this is supposed to be better for people who have dry skin. So I'm very, very excited because I love the Professional. I love the formula, but it does tend to be a little bit matte on me. So hopefully this one will be more wearable for my skin tone. I mean, my skin type. Ooh, it kind of has like a little tint to it, to the color. Oh my God, it's so hard to see with these dang beauty lights. Okay, so let's apply this all over. Ooh, it smells so good. And obviously with primer, I'm gonna have to let it like seep into the skin and see how my foundation wears on top of it. But so far, it feels very nice, very smoothing to the skin. I always like to add a little bit more in the cheeks area. I feel like, I don't know why, I just like to add a lot there. Okay, so while that primer kind of seeps into my skin, let's do our brows. For brows, I have these new Total Temptation brow definers from Maybelline. This is like a typical brow definer, but this is also like the first time Maybelline has ever done a product like this. So I'm gonna zoom you guys on in so we can get a closer look at these brows. So when I look at the brow product, the spoolie is very, very tiny. Like in comparison to a Benefit spoolie, that's very, very tiny. But you know, size doesn't always matter. I mean, it seems to do the same job. It's just brushing my brows up. I'm gonna hold it in front of my cheek so you guys can see like a better look at it. But this is what the brow definer looks like. It looks like a classic brow definer. And I like brow definers. I think they're very easy to use and they're great for beginners. So this is in the shade Blonde. So let's do Blonde. I also have another shade with me below here. So I will see which one works the best. I'm gonna start by underlining my brows. I tend to always do that first. Ooh, the product feels very creamy. I wasn't expecting that. It feels very, very creamy. I'm just gonna fill my brows in like I normally would. Nothing crazy here. When I work with a brow definer, I actually like to roll up a lot of product. I normally would never recommend to do that, but I just feel like it's easier when you're working with a brow definer, and I'm using a very, very, very light hand to do this. This product is super pigmented. I didn't think the blonde was gonna be dark enough, but it's like the perfect match. Okay, Maybelline. Not too shabby, guys. This is a really nice brow product, and it's very, very pigmented, so I like the way that it performs. You didn't have to press too hard, so I am just gonna do the same exact thing to the other brow. The only thing I do have to say is I really do wish that this spoolie was longer. I did have to go in between and use my Benefit spoolie. I mean, it's not a big deal, honestly, but that's just like a personal preference of mine. And I'm just gonna go ahead and literally do the same exact thing over here. I'm like actually in love with how easy this is to use. It fills in the brows like so quickly. Okay, guys, so first impressions on the Total Temptation Brow Definer. I really like it. I think it performed beautifully. I love how pigmented it is. The only negative thing I have to say is just how small this little spoolie is, but a lot of people have spoolies in their brush sets or in their makeup kits, so I don't think that's really too much of a big deal, and it's a drugstore item. Like, it works amazing. So yeah, let's move on to the eyes. So for primer for my eyes, I have this thing called Step 1 from Makeup Forever, and it's a base eye and lip primer, 24-hour wearing. So I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand. Oh, whoa, it's a thick. I'll just put some actually on my eye. Peculiar at best. It feels very sticky. I don't like that. It feels almost like if you want to do a glossy eyelid, that this is what you would do. I could totally understand how this would be a lip primer. I'm just questioning it as an eyeshadow just based off of how it feels right now, like an eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna set this eyeshadow primer with Patrick's powder from MAC. So I'm just gonna go in and tap this on my eye. So you definitely won't like get any coverage with this primer. It was clear, so I don't know. I'm a little scared. I haven't been using primers much lately. I've been more or less just using my concealer or foundation on my eyelids, you know? We'll see though how this turns out. So I literally just opened this up in the mail. This is the Troublemaker eyeshadow palette from Urban Decay. I didn't even know they were coming out with this, but it looked so cool and cute inside that I was like, oh my god, I really want to try this out. And I love this little like kind of cross that we got going on here, the half shadow thing. It just really drew my attention in, but it doesn't take much to draw my attention. So I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, Bailout, and I am going to just set this as a transition shade. I was concerned about that primer, but it doesn't seem to be playing me too hard, so let's just see. Ooh, it definitely has some powder cling on. Can you guys see that? It has some powder cling on from the translucent powder. That normally would never happen with any translucent powder on top of like an actual primer, like a concealer or foundation or even an eyeshadow primer. I am a little bit concerned about this now that I'm really looking at my eyes. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna take 7 and 7. I actually already started to do so just because I wanted to see how this primer was gonna work out. I think I can make it work, but I'm just gonna go over that color and kind of blend it out. The shadows are blending beautifully. It's that damn primer underneath that I ain't digging. And then just doing the same thing over here to the other eye. All right guys, I am trying to blend as best as I can. I really do feel like the primer underneath is just messing me up so much. So let's go into the shade Relish right here, and let's go ahead and put that in the crease, just adding some color. I'm thinking about doing a burgundy eye. I really love the way that reds look on my skin tone, and this palette has 2 beautiful burgundy shades, so I definitely want to try them out. Blending really nicely. It's just that damn primer underneath. I should have known when it came out. I should have known. The color was off. It's my own fault, but I'm trying trying my best here, y'all. This just goes to show you that primers and everything, bases, are so important with not only your foundation, but your eyes too. But it is blending very nicely, the shadow. And then just doing the same exact thing. Okay, we got a lot more blends in to do, girl. But now I am gonna go into the shade Girl Crush right here on my flat shader brush. And let's start applying. Ooh, this is a really, really pretty shade. I love the way these two colors kind of blend together. It's very pretty. You know, this definitely isn't my best eyeshadow look I've ever done, but I think so much of it has to do with that primer because the shadows are performing beautifully. It's just the base underneath that's making my skin look so textured and just like really cracky looking and dry, and I normally never have that problem, so okay guys, this is as good as I'm gonna get it. Honestly, in real life it doesn't look nearly as bad as what it's picking up on the camera, but you can see like my skin looks a little bit textured right around here, and I'm just having the most awful time trying to blend and get everything to look seamless, and I really think so much of this has to do with the primer. I even put some concealer on the back of my hand to test out to see if these shadows would work, and they looked beautiful, performed beautiful. I'm just really, really disappointed in that Makeup Forever primer. Oh my god. So let me see if I could try to save this look here with a little bit of liner. So there aren't and haven't been any new liners that have come out that have really like surprised me or like made me excited. So I'm just gonna use my go-to favorite, the Tarteist Double Take, and hopefully we can fix this disaster. So I like to make my first initial line and then kind of wing it on out. For mascara, we have the new Maybelline mascara. This mascara smells like coconuts. Oh my god. It's the Total Temptation, kind of going along with the same theme and packaging as the brow products we used earlier. This is nice. Oh my god, I can't get over the smell. It's so good. You guys can't really see the mascara. I mean, maybe if I look up you can see it, but because I have my thick eyeliner on, but I really like this. It's like separating the lashes perfectly, and I'm gonna do the same thing to the other lash. So for falsies, I am going to be testing out the new Morphe eyelashes. These are in the style Romancing, and they're really, really pretty looking, so I'm hoping they will look really nice on my eyes. I usually like a nice flary lash. Okay, so I'm just going to pop these suckers right on. Ooh, these are pretty. The glue is still drying, but you guys can see it's like pretty lash. Not too intense. I love it. Okay guys, so first impressions of the lashes. They feel really comfy. I like the way they fit. They don't look like too cheap or like, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. They don't look like fake 99-cent lashes. They look very, very pretty and voluminous. So I'm very happy with the way that looks. So let me zoom you guys on out and let's do our face. Okay guys, when you zoom out and squint your eyes ever so slightly, my eyes don't look that bad. They don't look that bad. But I'm very upset with this dang thing. No! Okay, so for foundation, I have the new Maybelline foundation. This is the Super Stay up to 24-hour wear. Okay, what? What? 24 hours? Dude, imagine if like I actually stayed awake for 24 hours and tested a foundation. Should I do it? So this foundation, I usually love Maybelline foundations. This is supposed to be a full coverage foundation, so I'm not going to do a lot of pumps. You guys know I really mess up sometimes with my pumps. Come on, come on. Let's do like that much for right now. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand and kind of see where it takes me. And I'm actually gonna use a Morphe brush because I just feel like for really full coverage foundations, they tend to look a little bit better when blended out with a brush. Oh, wow, that's pretty. So if I'm looking at you guys, I have this side of my cheek done. You can see comparing it to this side. That's really nice. So let me do a couple more pumpies, put it on my cheeks and the forehead. Get this crazy vein I have over here. Does anyone else have that vein? It can't just be me. So let's blend this out. And it also feels very, very lightweight for a full coverage foundation. Wow, I'm like really shook at this for first impressions. This is really good. Of course, I have to see how everything else blends on top of it and if it creases and stuff like that. But so far, I'm really liking it. And it wasn't streaky or anything. like I was able to use my brush and not even have to touch my beauty blender. So that's really good too. Okay. So for concealer, y'all, concealer and cream contour, the newest concealer I have is the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. I can tell you ahead of time that I do really like this concealer a lot, and I am using the shade Medium Light, and I'm just going to apply some to my under eyes. Now, I like to use a lot of concealer. You definitely don't have to do this much, but your girl wants a little bit of coverage today. And it's really creamy, so I feel like this is amazing for dry skin. So if you are a dry skinned gal like myself, this will be perfect for you. And then just doing the same thing over here. And I like to hit the sides of my nose. That way I can like make sure I get in the creases over here. And also it's kind of like my contouring technique. Get my cupid's bow, my chin, my forehead. And then I'm going to use the shade Dark to contour with. I'm just wiping off the excess of this because it is super pigmented and I don't want it to be too dark. Get my cheek over here. Just a little bit of contour. And then now I am going to be taking my beauty blender and blending this all out. And you know, a good test is, since I already know that this concealer and contour combo works beautifully on my skin, it's a good test to see how it sits on top of the Maybelline foundation. Keep in mind, this is a full coverage concealer, so it will feel thick the more you put on. But if you are used to full glam, it shouldn't be a huge issue for you. And then I actually try to switch sides of my sponge when I head on over to my contour side. I'll keep one side with my concealer, as you guys can see, and then this side right here is for my contour. Okay, guys, so I went ahead and set my makeup with Patrick's powder with MAC. You guys have seen me do that 1,000 times. You ain't missing much. So I'm gonna just move to the lower lash line. I'm gonna take this color Relish right here and pretty much smoke it out on the lower lash line. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy here. And then add some of that Total Temptation mascara to the lower lashes here. This mascara is gorgeous for both the top and the bottom lashes. I'm very, very happy with this mascara. Okay, now for contour and bronzer, I have the Park Ave Princess palette. It's hard, ASMR for you. It's a hard palette. And it is from Tarte. So when you open it up, you have all of these different shades inside. You have some lighter shades that are matte to like set your under eyes. And then you have some deeper shades to contour with. So let's see here. I'm going to first go in with the shade Princess Cut and my Kylie brush. This is the Kylie number 5 brush. And I'm just going to buff that into my cheeks over here. I honestly love Tarte's powders and their powder contour. You know I use their Tarteist Pro Glow all the freaking time. So this is looking really nice so far. And I'm going to do the same thing over here to the other side. And then to warm it up, I'm going to take the shade Angle right next to it. And this is the Kylie Jenner number 4 brush. Going right on top of that other powder. Gonna dab my forehead with this. I really like this little set here. This is a really cute palette. I really like the way it looks. Make sure to get your chins as well. So for highlighter, I have this new Ofra Cosmetics highlighter. This is called Vanilla Quartz. So I'm going to apply some. This is a light shade, so I'm hoping it's not like too ridiculous on me. Oh, that's really pretty actually. Wow, she blinded. Ooh, that's pretty. Do the same thing over here. Definitely is a pretty highlighter. I do feel like the color may be a little bit off for my skin tone. Like it's a little bit too light, but it is very pretty. So I'm just gonna add a little bit down the center of my nose. Also get the tip of my nose as well. Wait a second. That is way too that is way too light. Can't do as much as I would normally. And let's get our forehead just a little bit above the eyebrow and our chin and the old Cupid's bow. For blush, I have this new NARS blush. This is called Free Soul, and it's a pretty pink kind of blush here. I love NARS blushes. They are so pretty. And I'm just going to put this on and kind of build up the intensity that I want it to. Ooh, this is a pretty color. And I think it has some shimmer in it as well, so it adds even more. It kind of like complements the highlight. Okay, y'all, so the last thing I have here is some lipstick from NARS. This is in the shade Hellgate, and this is a lip cover. I don't really know what that means. I don't know if it's a gloss or a liquid to matte lipstick, but we'll see. Oh, if it's definitely a liquid to matte lipstick. I don't know. Let's see. It's definitely pigmented. And then what I want to do is add like a little bit of a lighter shade. This is called Under Arrest. Same NARS lipstick. So this is definitely not a liquid to matte. It's not a lip gloss. I just feel like it's a liquid lipstick. Just a plain old liquid lipstick. So let's mix this in with it. Okay, guys. And this right here is the finished look. I really love how everything came out. I would have to say the only product that I really didn't like was that Makeup Forever kind of eyeshadow primer thingy-mabobby. I would hardly call it an eyeshadow primer. Ooh, I really did not like that. Otherwise, I really did like the rest of the products that I used. I love this Maybelline foundation, okay? I feel like the Maybelline foundation is the star of the whole freaking show. Like, I'm so shook at that, and I love the way it feels. It's not creasing. I've had this foundation on for quite some time now, at least 2 to 3 hours, and it's been pretty well. I mean, I definitely have to wear it more to give you a better review on it, but first impressions, I'm really loving it. The Park Ave Princess was definitely a really cute and pretty idea. I really like it. Realistically, these are a lot of shades for me to use. I don't know if I would be traveling with this, but this definitely is a very pretty palette, and I love the packaging. I love Tarte powders. They're so good. You guys know I use it all the time. So yeah, leave me a comment down below what you guys thought. What was your favorite product that I tried out? And again, a huge thank you to Ulta for partnering with me for this video. I'm so excited, and I love you guys so much. Make sure you subscribe if you like what you see, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.